Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of our TESCH Talks. Today our guest is Sunny. He actually reached out to me via LinkedIn because he's seen our TESCH Talks and found them to be very valuable, so I was really appreciative of that. And he is the Global Partner Success Lead for Amazon, and he's actually based in Chicago, so he came up to Milwaukee to talk to us and just hear about some of the cool things you guys are doing and what we're doing and things like that. So today our topic is about having a diverse and inclusive culture, and I just want to ask you, why do you feel that that's so important?
Diversity and inclusion as such is very important, because the great ideas have come up and the great innovation has come up, the great workplace have created, the great products have created, and the great ideas have come through diverse thinking, diverse people, diverse personalities. When I say diversity, it can include people with diverse gender, disabled people, people with diverse ethnicities and culture.
Right.
So how can we all build together, come together, appreciate the little differences we may have, and try to make it more inclusive in nature, so you get the best out of it.
Right. And people feel more comfortable to share, their ideas and their perspectives in the workplace.
And this can only or mainly happens in America, because America is the melting pot. Where in the world you will see people from Brazil, China, India, Latin America, Canada, United States, diverse different cities, diverse color ethnicities. It's only America it happens. So it is very, very important, because you get the best out of everybody. Otherwise, you will imagine everybody look alike, think alike, will have the same idea. Then you don't need many people. Then you only need one or two people.
Right. There won't be a lot of innovation.
No innovation at all. Yeah. So diversity brings innovation, and the more important thing, how do you make people inclusive so that people feel like opening up with an accent, with a different style, different background, and it's a matter of having the consciousness.
What types of organizations have you seen do diverse and inclusive cultures really, really well? Do you have examples?
Yes, absolutely. It's mind-boggling when I started working with Amazon. I started working in Amazon maybe 7-8 years ago, but more closely the last 4 years. It is the place of diversity. Any Amazon office you go to, you will see diverse ethnicities, gender, people with different capabilities, backgrounds coming in together. I would say Google is another place, one of the most diverse workplaces in the world. Microsoft is already there. Facebook is another diverse place. So Amazon, I have a special interest because I've seen it and experienced it, and the products that comes out of it, and the excitement that everyone has in working, and the inquisitiveness to learn from each other, and not having any reserved judgment about who they are, what they are, makes the place so unique.
For sure. Do you see that, being so adaptive because it's coming from the top down and having the leadership really drive, like this is an initiative that we want to make sure we're diverse, and then having, the HR department or whoever the culture group is execute on that vision? I think that's primary success around that.
Absolutely. Everything has to start from the top. And I think the biggest difference for those companies who are successful, or rather do, versus the companies who probably have just as a diversity in their mission statement and don't do, is because of the walk the talk. So the leaders will have to walk the talk. Leaders have to ducktail that principle and value across the hierarchy and the organization, and keep expressing the need for it. And we need to have a data and metric to measure. How much are you bringing diversity in each group? Yeah, data is king. So otherwise, how will you measure I am diverse in terms of my team, my product team, my engineering team, my sales team? There is also a perception that exists in workplace today, everywhere, and which is why if you see engineering, women are less, technology, women are less, finance, women are less. Why? Because of the perception. We need diversity there. Why can't women can go for STEM and engineering, be engineers, right? So there's a perception about it. So the idea of the different business functions within corporates have to have data, and leaders should influence and bring more people in. And the other more important that I would highly recommend is in both the ways. Corporates have to have sponsors of those diverse people who are coming in. Because if you have a majority of people and if a very minority folks coming in, if they want to sustain the cultural change, they need sponsors.
Yeah, exactly.
So the folks who are coming into as a diverse individuals with a diverse thinking, they need to find sponsors.
Yeah.
And sponsors have to come to them to reach out. Because as a person who was a diverse person, and I was one or two sales guys in my sales training program, I didn't know how to navigate the system until I found a sponsor.
Yeah,
or a
that's
mentor.
great to have a champion.
Champion
within the
and
walls,
mentor,
yeah.
exactly. And this is for anybody who probably are trying to navigate it around. So having sponsors and mentors is extremely important in a diversity and inclusive companies that are trying to apply and make it happen.
It's wonderful. So you mentioned these big dogs like Google and Amazon
Yeah.
and Facebook. So how can smaller organizations put that as a priority?
I think I think they have to embrace the benefits of diversity and inclusion. We don't do it just because it brings innovation, productivity, and so on. But I think it is today's millennials, if you ask me, like folks like yourself, look for workplaces who are diverse than my generations, perhaps. Okay, so from a talent attraction, talent retention, and obviously the innovative product. So they have to embrace the benefits of it. And the small and young companies also have to make sure that they strategically go and hire people with a diverse background.
Yeah,
You have to make it very strategic hiring. That what that means is just because you want to put a data and a number across, you just go and hire everybody.
It should be qualified.
It should be qualified.
Skills, regardless
it should be fitting into the culture, right?
Yeah.
And also the other side of the candidates have to be aware that what are the things that these companies are looking for. Right? These days, most of the companies are looking for behavior, attitude. It's not about your GPA. It's not about your degree. It's not about your knowledge in a way.
Yeah, it's not like, can you get it done?
Yeah, can you get it done? And can you fit into the team culture?
Yeah.
And a lot of humility and humbleness and getting along with people. And having the concept of inclusive thinking, learning the behaviors of others, so emotional intelligence, organizational behavior, all these things if you can find out who may have it, I would highly encourage the young companies to strategically look into it, or perhaps even after hiring, go to a training program. This is not a rocket science. It's just a matter of changing the shift of those individuals who are coming into the company. So millennial attraction, retention, strategically going into the market and finding out who those candidates are, and sharing the culture of your own company to others will bring that talent to you.
I know at TESCH Global, when someone comes in for an interview or just to learn about what we do or who we are as people, we walk them around the office and say, hey, this is so-and-so, and we just even see how they interact with the team, in a it's a stress-free zone.
Indeed.
So. Well, I really want to thank you for your time. This
Thank
has been
you.
really
Thank
great.
you for the opportunity.
Thanks for making the trip up. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.